Good morning, everybody. It's Emily here from Phoenix Gateway, and I'm here to bring you your general weekly read for the week 24th to the 30th of August. I am working with my Sacred Geometry Healing cards. These are available on my website, and the link will be below to where they can be purchased. Also, my next course on a guide to working with the Sacred Geometry Healing cards is on the 3rd of October, and the link will also be below to where you can find out a little bit more about the course. Okay, so let's just get into these cards. And how are you this week? Monday morning here, Melbourne, Australia. Awful weather. We're still in lockdown, stage 4 lockdown. It's been very, very tough on a lot of people, a lot of businesses, and I know it's just not us, but in Australia, personally, we're the only state that is under lockdown as we are. Okay, so there's a couple of cards that have come out. First is the inner child. The second is the fruit of life. Before I actually start reading these cards, I'm actually going to ask for a few more cards to come through. And there's another vitality. So just going to see what the picture, what the story is telling me for this week. What do we need to know? I feel there's a lot of creativity that's actually going to come through this week. I feel that what has been occurring or what we have been experiencing, in particular in the last few weeks, and then last week, you know, my reading was about diving deep, and it was really going within, really going into the aspects of nurturing self, that connection of our sacral and our heart centers, really connecting into the creativity, our birthing center. And what I'm feeling this is telling us is that we've been doing a lot of introspection. And what we're realizing more and more so for those who are really aligned is what we want to create for our world. Firstly, the world within. It's about the world that we want to manifest for ourselves. And as I've said on a number of occasions now, that we cannot control all of what is going on around us. And it is so imperative to surrender to the energies, to the fear-mongering, because it's with what is going on surrounding COVID and actually beyond, because this then creates major instability. It really affects our energy. It affects us on all 3 levels of mind, body, and spirit. And what I'm feeling is that for those who, as I said, are really aligning to their soul and to their path, now are starting to see clearly now, are starting to realize what it is they want to manifest. It's about, as the bottom of the deck here, raven magic. It's coming from the dark into the light. It's heightening our intuition, because rather than sit within the lower aspects of the fear and ego, and mind you, I must say that, even in saying that, we still need to experience aspects of it, because it's what creates the balance. But it's actually finding it's the polarity. So it's more about finding the degree in which both the light, the dark, can be experienced. So what I'm feeling is that you are, as saying that you can see clearly now, saying that you want to manifest your own world. You are going within the inner child. The inner child sits within our sacral. This area, this aspect, what I'm feeling this card is telling us for this week is that this is, we can look at this card as child's play. We can look at it as the creative aspect of self. And what it is that you're ready through the introspection that you have done. You're then turning it to create it to be the learning, to become the next journey of what it is that you're creating, of what it is you need to learn now to bring forward and manifest the life that you want to have for you. You have gone through, you have been energetically, and more empathic you are, the more you're going to pick up on the energetics that are around, which is why it's so imperative too that when we see this, it's about protection. It's about protecting our energy, and this is a reminder how important it is to protect our energy. But at the same time, for me, this is telling me that I'm actually, that we're going to start feeling more energized as well, because we're not allowing ourselves to tap in and to absorb so much of what is going on around us as we have surrendered. So I'm just going to see, it'll be interesting to see if surrender actually comes through as a card. I would like to pull a few more cards for this week. So yeah, I really feel the message for this week is that, you're seeing clearly now. And we can even look at it as a prosperous time, and it's a lucky time. No. And here we go. There is surrender. It's surrendering to what we cannot control, but we can control within. Because what is happening is we're creating something new. We're creating that something awesome for ourselves. There is an idea, there is a concept. There is something through this time, because change is inevitable, has allowed you to see another way for you to grow. And you're not just growing, spiritually, you're also growing on all levels. You are being able to shapeshift. So we're not shapeshifters in a physical sense, because we can't physically shift, but energetically we can shapeshift on all levels. And what it's saying is that you, because of what has been put in front of us through this pandemic, it's given us ways, it's made us go within to show us ways in which we can create a better world for ourselves, a better inner world for ourselves. It's about creating the balance for self, and it's about, it's about just surrendering to aspects that aren't in our control, because we are going through major changes, and we are now dreaming the world we want to create for ourselves, and we can look at it as a lucky time. You are seeing clearly now. The rain has gone. That's the songs I'm hearing. Okay. And as we're doing this, what we're actually doing is going through radical shift of consciousness right now, because we are creating the shifts. We're surrendering it to occur, so we can go through these major shifts. The bottom of the deck, which has come up twice now, is Metatron's cube, and what this is telling us is that everything that we need for this next part of our journey is already within us. But what is within us is also around us, and it's about being able to take aspects of self, the aspects of the outer, as above so below, and bringing it into this world in which you are now creating for you. So have a wonderful week wherever you are, and I look forward to speaking with you next week. Enjoy the ride, enjoy your journey. Bye for now.